Hello, everyone. Welcome to Clarity 1593 Supportability Training. In this section, we will review investment updates. There's actually one new capability to focus on in this section. The status module is now available for ideas and custom investments. Basically, the status module has been promoted from the project object to the investment object. Now, if you recall, the status module is often referred to as the living status report, with its ability to configure report content, preview it, and publish in a PDF format. So in this release, as a phase one deliverable, I'll refer to that phase again, the status module for ideas and custom investments is limited to managing status reports using the configurable grid capability. The next release, as a phase two, is targeted to include the ability to configure the content, preview it, and publish in PDF format, again, for ideas and custom investments. In this release, there's no changes to the project capabilities. So why is this important? In order to drive adoption, ideas and custom investments users expect the same tools such as that living status report to be available for all investments. And in fact, we've got quite a number of customer requests to make that available for other investment types. So furthermore, the product team believes delivering phase one in this release will drive adoption, and the new design serves as that framework to further enhance that user experience with the addition of that configuration and PDF output in the next release, again, targeted for the next release. Okay, so what's changed? As mentioned, that status module has been promoted to the project object, from the project object to the investment object. So with this change, the status module can be configured for ideas and custom investments via their respective blueprints. And as mentioned in this release, the status module for ideas and custom investments is leveraging the common grid. And I touched on it briefly. Project blueprints are not impacted by this and can continue to include, if they're used, the status module with its PDF output and the status report module as the configurable grid. So let's switch to the demo. I'm going to switch over to the application, get out of the grid here. Oops, we lost that altogether. Where'd it go? Clarity. Okay, good. Here we go. All right. I'm going to start by selecting ideas. And I'll focus on the ARD thing. I'll kind of select the row so I can go into the details module. You can see the status modules there. I can expand. This is one way of getting at the status reports. You can see this is configured in the flyout there as a function of the blueprint, and we'll get to blueprints in a minute. The other thing I can do is I can drill directly into the application, into the idea, and I see the status module, which itself also was configured via the blueprint. I'm going to select that and view a list of reports for the first 8 months. Obviously highly configurable. You can pick whatever fields you want to see in the grid here and save it as a view. I'm going to go ahead and double click on the narrative here. You can see this is leveraging the rich text editor. I can see some of there's scope concerns and schedule concerns that have been captured. I can open the flyout here and look at the details. It's been configured. I can also see some key accomplishments that have been noted for this particular report. And I can see all of my statuses. I've configured those to see those in the flyout. So these same capabilities are available in terms of custom investments. I'm not going to go there because it's exactly the same capability. And as I mentioned earlier, projects are not even impacted by any of this change. So let's take a look at the blueprints. So I'm going to go back to administration, blueprints. I'm going to do a very quick filter on idea and go into my target blueprint. And I'm going to get into the edit mode to engage that. I'm going to go to modules, and you can see the status module is in fact configured already. I'm going to highlight it so you can see the option that's available to you to show it in the details file. So that's pretty much it from a configuration standpoint at the blueprint level. I can do the same thing on from a custom investment perspective. I've got my strategy blueprint that we were using earlier. I can see modules. Oops, I can hit edit. Its status module is not deployed, but I can just go ahead and kick it out, position wherever I want. And then if I wanted to show it in the file or not, and hit publish to position it as one of those items for the strategies. Thank you. That concludes the investment update section and review of the status module changes.